everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome back to another episode of OrgelCraft. Hope you all are having a good day today. So, I made a comment about this in the last episode, and then someone reinforced my opinion down in the comments, which was, we need infrastructure sooner rather than later. And I have been thinking about that a bunch this week, and I've been kind of flying around this area, and I have realized, yeah, I think it would be smart to lay out some basic infrastructure before we get going on any building projects. So that is what we are going to start working on today. So this is basically going to be kind of a planning episode. I'm not intending to do a ton of building work. We're not going to actually design any roads and things like that, but I do want to get rough layout for where all of our roads are going to go. Let's go take a look at our map over here. Yeah, like where our main roads are going to go, so I'm planning one in at least 3 of our cardinal directions. I don't know if I'm going to do a main one over here, but then I kind of want to do a large circular road all around the outside of the city, which might go beyond the realm of this map. We'll just kind of have to play it by ear today and see how things go. Obviously, we got a lot of waterways that need to be filled in. That might be some of what we do. I was like, something is wrong here, and that is these maps are not updated. So I'm gonna have to go through and update the maps. Cause, yeah, they're a little outdated now. Okay. So maybe I don't have quite as much work to do as I thought. Is that, yeah, so then let's do this right now. Yep, because this lake is completely gone. I think, yeah, that water we still have. Alright, and then of course we have our new river over there. So we will have to get that all set. Alright, so there's that. Actually, I'm pretty sure this area is filled in as well. It is indeed. There we go. Whoa. Okay, better. Progress. Alright. So I want to start off with the easy one. So I've brought some shulker boxes of material here, and I got stone and cobblestone, and I actually want to use mostly cobblestone just because it's not something you're going to find it occurring naturally. So this is our main road, and I think what I want to do actually, having said that, let's grab just a little bit of stone as well, just so we can mark some different things. Okay, so this is, I'm assuming this is this is not the center point of our circle. So let's fly up here. I really thought I had done, I guess, not centered. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Right there is our center. So we're going to do that, and then we're just going to take a short walk off a long pier. And then this is going to be the centerpiece of our road, and I'm trying to decide how wide we want the road to be. I think, let's be generous. I think let's go 5 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's just see what this looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's free cam it. I think we're gonna want our road wider than that. So 9. So that's 9. 9 gives me 2 lanes of 4. And 11 would give me 2 lanes of 5. I think let's go... Yeah, I think we're going to go with this. I'm having to work a little bit with scale on this in terms of, like, you know, I can't do like a, you know, a one-to-one real world. Obviously, these buildings are not. I haven't really thought about the scale that I want. So that's going to be something we are going to have to deal with as we go. But for right now, now here I said I wasn't going to use stone, and I'm already working out stone. But, yeah, so we're going to do this. So let me go ahead, and I'm just going to rough in some of our roads, and then we'll work from there. Welcome back, everyone. We have full-size ghast, which... Oh, wait, we can land on. Oh! Of course, I don't have a harness for him, so, you know, we're just going to stand here on a ghast looking the wrong way. Anyway, so I have roads laid out over here. That's by far the neatest one. I've got another one laid out this way that I've kind of carved through the mountain, kind of carved out some trees, kind of gone over top because lazy. And then last but not least, I have this area cleared out, not cleared out, but marked out over here. Each of these 3 roads is roughly 3 stacks of blocks in length. I have a mushroom field over, I have a, oh, hello. Yay, Terralith. I have a massive mushroom field over here. Okay. Did not know that. So, yeah, so we've got this done. I haven't decided on whether or not I want to do a circle road around the outside. I'm leaning towards yes, but I don't know for sure. So, yeah, I am not putting a road over here. Because of how close to the shore we are, I don't know that it's worth it. So I think we will kind of leave it at that for now. And then we can make decisions on that in the future. But I'm thinking that these are kind of more of our residential commercial districts, so you would need ways to be able to quickly get into the city from there. This is 3 stacks? Really? The others feel longer for some reason, and maybe it's just because they cut through terrain. But, yeah. Okay. I want to do something that I'm probably going to regret. I want to fill in the city center with a layer that we can work off of. Going to regret this. Also, still don't have replay mods, so, yeah, I guess you'll just see the other side of this, or however much I actually decide I'm going to do. I regret nothing. Yeah, that's a lie. I definitely regret doing this. I did get farther than I thought I would. But, yeah, this was a stupid amount of resources. Yeah, I have some left, but that is all the regular stone that I have left. And yeah, I mean, I've made a dent in it, but this was not a project for the limited amount of time I had to finish this episode. Check out this mob farm we're creating over here. We got sheep. We've got sheep, we've got cows. Yeah, we don't have real mobs, because yay, mob switch. Also, taking a look at our tower here, our oxidation levels are getting there. We knew this was going to be a slow process. It's kind of interesting what has oxidized and what hasn't. But yeah, we will get there eventually. So, okay, I'm not entirely sure what I want to work on next. So let me think about that and figure out the next project. Alright, so I've had a chance to do some thinking, and I want to do a little bit of planning together with you guys. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to make ourselves a happy gas harness, and we'll fly around that way until we realize just how pathetically slow it is. Whee! Boop! And we're off! Okay, now... Spacebar does allow me to go up, yes. But in order to fly down, I have to look down. Okay. So, as we gain some elevation here, I've been looking out over all these areas and realizing that, well, I'm really glad that I opted to build here because we do have the room, but I think the scope of the project is... has gone beyond what I initially thought. So, my original intention was to kind of curve around here, you know, and basically have that kind of be the edge. I think we are going to need all of this space to effectively make some residential districts, and I think one of the things I want to do in the next episode is make a house so that we can get some idea of scale for what our neighborhoods are going to look like. So I think this area over here, I think we are going to eventually, not necessarily right now, but rip this whole forest out and probably flatten it a good deal. So what I want to do is I want to come down here to this tree, and we are, you know, I was going to make an X, but that's going to be a pain in the butt. It's fine, we can do it. Well, maybe we can do it. This is me we're talking about here. So, yeah, so this is an area that we're going to need to do massive amounts of terraforming. So, we'll just mark this here, and we'll go roughly in the center. I have no idea what this is going to look like. It's just for reference, right? Right. Hopefully I have enough red wool. Actually, there's not that much that we're going to mark out. Okay, so that's that. Oh, hey, friend. Bloop. All right, so that is that. So that's the first area. So the next area... I was going to say, if I push shift, will it make you go faster? No, I think we need to add speed potions to these. Yeah, you know what? This is going to take forever. What I had originally started was up here on top of our skyscraper. So this area over here definitely need to take the forest out. Looking at where our river is coming through, obviously we need to do a whole bunch of terraforming along there. I'm not quite sure what I want to do about the swamp. It had originally been my intention to put a neighborhood over there. I'm just concerned with what the coloring is going to look like, so maybe once we rip out all the trees, we'll find that it'll work all right. But... that may be something we have to see before we actually start putting anything over there. Now, one of the things that I am thinking about doing is like completely terraforming as far as grass and things goes. So like you know, for the residential areas, having you know, like manicured lawns with like terracotta as the grass instead of actual grass. The other option that we potentially have with something like this is we could use moss, which I don't think is affected by biome color, or I don't think the color is affected by the biome. I don't actually know that for sure. That would be something worth checking because, yeah, because if we could negate the grass color, now obviously trees are an issue, but there are certain leaves that are not affected by biome. Azalea leaves are one. I'm trying to think. I know there are others. But yeah, so we do have options for things that won't be affected. But yeah, so we're going to clear out these areas. We'll clear out this area as well over here. The other thing this does for me is it lets me, gives me stuff that I can work on off camera. You know, if I don't really have time to do anything for an episode, but I've got, you know, half an hour, 45 minutes, I can come in here and clear trees. I currently have to update my fast leaf decay data pack because as I was clearing some of the dark oak trees over there, every time I did anything to the tree, I would get these massive blue cloud of blue particles. So I disabled that data pack, so I would not have that, but now I don't have my fast leaf decay, which is about as annoying. So then, this area over here, I'm not sure what I want to do with this. Somewhere over here, there's a banner. There it is. What's this banner? This banner is not named. I can't see the name of the banner? Okay. I thought I could see it by looking at it. Obviously, we'll have to go look at the map for that. But yeah, because there's a lot of terraforming. Obviously, we have the river, which I don't want to get rid of, because it's connected to this. So that's something that's fairly important to the whole process. This is very small and upside down. So this was planned to be a neighborhood. Okay, so I had this planned as a neighborhood, and then the amusement park on the other side of the river. Okay, that actually... I should get some shears. Then that actually does make... Oh, there's a building there. Ow! Yeah, so we do have some terraforming, because there's a bit of a hill that's probably going to need to come down. But yeah, that'll actually tuck nicely in here. And then we can do our amusement park on the other side. And I think that, I wonder if maybe we can tuck the amusement park in this hollow here. You know, and work with the terrain as opposed to removing all of it. Yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh originally, and there's a pretty famous amusement park called Kennywood in Pittsburgh. And one of the notable features of a couple of the roller coasters is they work with the hilly terrain. There's a steel roller coaster that had boasted the tallest drop for a steel coaster, and it was I want to say it was around or over 250 feet, and the reason they were able to achieve that was because the second hill was the longer drop, and it's because it went down the side of a huge hill. They were able to work with the terrain to get something like that. So, now, this forest over here, I'm thinking about leaving. I would like to have some natural areas. So we'll have to see. Now, the other thing is I'm planning on a coastal beach resort over here. So that might not work very well for that. But yeah, but that is the plan for over here. And it's probably going to expand over into this area. I imagine we're probably going to take all of the land that we have right up to this little bit of desert. And we'll keep this river here, but maybe have that be the border on this side. I saw a cactus flower. Now, if I just break the cactus, do we get that? We do! We have a cactus flower, look at that. Can I place it on sand? I can place it on sand. Cool. Nice. I wonder, saying that, ooh, it's almost nighttime. Let's take a quick fly. I don't know. I'm wondering if this will have broken my cactus farm over here in the industrial district. I have a ridiculously massive cactus farm that I've had to turn off because it was too productive. I'm wondering, this probably hasn't been loaded. Yeah, I'm not seeing any pink in there. But, yeah, it's totally fine if that gets broken because honestly, like I said, I'm not using it. I'll have to maybe figure out how to adapt it into a cactus flower farm. I said this in an earlier episode, but that was probably months ago. I think that the shulker farm is probably going to go away because you're going to be able to see it from here, and I honestly don't know how to hide it and have it still be functional. So, yeah, so that is a thing. All right, I would like to make a little more progress, so I think that I'm going to try to get this area filled in. And then we're probably going to call it an episode there. So let me get to work on that, and I'll bring you back in a little bit. And this section is completely filled in, along with some preliminary terraforming done to get all the dirt that I needed. I still have this section that needs to be filled in over here, but I did not have time for that. I'm also not 100% sure. I'm kind of thinking I might want to keep the river. So we'll just have to mull that over for a little bit. But I have also updated our map, as well as putting a platform here so that I could actually reach everything. So as you can see, we have our roads, which of course looks off-center with how I have placed all of this stone here. But yeah, so we have our main roads, which I think we'll probably start working on actually filling in sometime in the near future. At least our north-south roads. I'm not sure about our east-west road out there. Yeah, but so yeah, forest that needs to be cleared here, swamp that needs to be cleared, probably water that needs to be filled in. I need to figure out what to do with this river here, because I'm not sure that I want to leave it as it is. Yeah, but we've got our buildings, we've got other areas that we need to clear out, and yeah, I think we now have a good sense of where we're gonna go with this. Where is my ghast friend? There he is. So yeah, so we have stuff to work on, and looking forward to really starting to sink my teeth into parts of this project. So like I said, I think next time we are going to work on designing at least one house, even if we don't, start working and laying out a full neighborhood. I'd like to get a house designed because that will help me figure out, where all we want to go with, putting houses in as this project moves forward. So, from atop our happy ghast, I think we are going to call it a day there. So thank you all so much for watching. See you real soon.